Hello, hello. Happy Monday, you guys. It's a long weekend. I know you're going crazy with the kids at home, so take a little time. This is you time, okay? Have your drink. Get your I was gonna say recharge. I don't want you guys up all night. Get your get your sleepy drink, and it's you time. We're gonna do a little personal development. We're gonna be talking about social media. And now I do want to warn you guys, this book is about 10 years old, so I might improvise on a few things when I get to there if things have changed. We got to have a second book in the making because 10 years, a lot has changed. But the basics are still the basics, and that's what we're doing. We're going back to basics. School's canceled for tomorrow. Same here. Same here. I'm on the same boat as you. Okay, we're talking about social media tonight. You guys are the masters of social media. Like most of us came from a company that was the very first company ever to build on social media. And this is our jam. We are good at this, okay? So first, it starts with marketing is no longer about stuff you make, but about the stories you tell. And what do we always say? Facts tell, stories sell, right? You get Erica and Tina in. Okay, so social media allows us to have easy access to more people than ever before. This makes building so easy, you guys. I remember back in the day where there was the 3 foot rule. And I think we should go back to the 3 foot rule. I'm just saying, going back to basics, but that's where we would go to the mall. Anybody 3 feet from you, you would talk to about your business. If you guys are OGs and been doing this for a long time before social media, you remember that. But the beauty of social media is we have built empires, we have built huge organizations strictly on social media. We have the whole world at our fingertips. Okay. There's no more running out of people. I don't know anybody. You got thousands of people at your fingertips. So, this makes building network marketing easier than it's ever been before. Social media is a really big in terms of reach. So make sure you're always presenting yourself the best that you can. Okay. Because one thing I keep telling my team is when you post something, it's there forever. It's there forever. You can't take it back. So in the heat of the moment, like let's say you have a heat of the moment, maybe you're having a bad day and you go post like, man, I can't make any sales, or man, I wish I could make more money, or maybe it's even about, your personal life and you're venting about your personal life. You can't go back and delete it. Even if you do go back and delete it, the damage is done. People take screenshots. Okay. We work with all women. We know this to be true. So really be careful of the things that you post on your main wall. Can you vent to your friends and stuff? Of course. Call your girlfriend up, vent to her, but don't put it on your page. You know what I mean? People don't want to be associated with unhappiness and with drama and with negativity. They don't want to be associated with that. So be cautious about what you post. Facebook visitors from Facebook visitors from an idea. I don't know if that's a typo. Facebook, hang on. Let me let Jody in. We're just gonna read it how it's written. There might be a typo here because it sounds weird. Facebook visitors from an idea of you from the first time they see you. So the people who come to your Facebook, they get the idea right away. Like we have 3 seconds to make an impression, right? Especially on social media. So most of the stuff you guys, like I said, you guys are the masters of. You guys are so good at. But the big photo on the top. So we're gonna first talk about your cover photo. What is your cover photo of? I want you to really look at your cover photo first, okay? Um, what I've noticed is people will go to your page, they're gonna look at your cover photo first, and if they're not like, they're just gonna click off. And I'm just gonna detour from the book really quick. 'Cause like I said, this is 10 years old. On social media, what I focus on is my profile picture, okay? Um, and we're good to that. I'll just read what I have, but then we'll go over each for updates because there's going to be some updates. Okay, so make sure you have a good photo cover with a positive message. Maybe it's you and your team, maybe it's you and your kids, just like who you are. People are attracted to positivity, so pick up something that looks and feels good. Websites like Canva allow you to create excellent graphics. You even can throw your own picture on there and add a quote. You can also do a Google search for Facebook photo covers. Like I said, this is an old book. I think you guys got Facebook cover photos down. I think you're a master at that. Next, people are going to look at your profile picture. And this is so true. And I even see it nowadays. So I am going to mention this. because I see people with the pharmacy logo. Why do you have the pharmacy logo as your profile picture? Or they have a picture of just a product? Why are you doing that? People aren't making connections with the company. Like the company is the company. People are making connections with us. Our business is a people business. Yes, we sell makeup, we sell nutrition, we sell skincare, we sell these things, but honestly, what we're selling is us. Like that is really what we're selling is us. People, they can buy that stuff anywhere. Why are they buying it with us? I want it to be you. We need to make those real connections, especially on social media. So next, people are going to look at your profile picture. This picture appears as a thumbnail. You guys know what it is. You want your contacts to create a relationship with you, not your children. So don't put a picture of just your kids. I love kids, but this is your profile, and especially a business profile. I would have your smiling face, okay? It doesn't have to be a professional photograph. It can be a shot from a smartphone, as long as it's clear and crisp and you're smiling. Show yourself in a professional manner. Don't portray yourself as, I don't know if I agree with this now, 10 years later. I said, don't portray yourself like goofy or doing anything inappropriate. Be goofy, inappropriate, no, but be goofy. So always show your smiling face. Building your social media presence does not happen overnight. I want to make sure you guys know it takes time. It takes time to build those relationships. You actually have to build relationships. You're not just adding people from groups, just adding people and hoping they see your post. Really, truly build relationships. And when I'm building relationships with people, I'm not thinking, okay, she's going to be on my team. She's going to, because you never know, but maybe they're not a fit for your team, but it could be a referral. I've talked to you guys before how I had, $1 million referral. I had a referral and they went on to do $1 million in sales. You never know where that connection is going to lead. Hell, maybe somebody who you make a connection with knows somebody in Germany who's in network marketing. Right there, get me connected, so you never know. So building your social media presence doesn't happen overnight. It takes time to build your friends list and develop those relationships. There's a magic number I've discovered, and I think it's up now. This is 10 years ago. The magic number was 2,000 friends on your friends list. I think it's 5,000 now. I think 5,000 is when you really start seeing a lot more response and engagement. So back then it was 2,000. But a lot of people come to me saying, Amber, I'm not getting anywhere on social media. And the first thing I ask them, how many friends do you have? I typically hear a number between 500 and 800. Then I say, I got really good news for you, and I got a little bit of bad news. The good news is it's not you. It's your lack of audience. You just don't have enough people watching, not enough eyeballs. And this is what I say today, even not enough eyeballs. That's what this business is. It's how many times are you going to present the opportunity or the product in front of somebody? That's all we do. Present the opportunity or the product, present the opportunity or the product over and over and over and over again, right? So the more friends you have, the more people, the more eyeballs you have. So it's just your lack of audience. You just don't have enough friends, which really isn't bad news because that's something that we can improve. That's an easy thing to fix, right? So similarly, YouTube starts airing commercials as soon as a video reaches 2,000 views. It's just a magic number in social media marketing. A long time ago, when I took a Facebook class, the first thing I heard was, I'm never going to get 2,000 friends. That's the first thing that I thought. And I just want you to know it's much easier than it sounds. So don't be scared of that big number. It can happen pretty quick, especially if you're focused on a few proven strategies to help grow your friends list. So we talk groups, right? We talk groups a lot. So a great way to make friends is to join some groups. And this, like I said, this book is old, but this is still very current. And this is stuff that I think that we're forgetting about. Like, let's go back to 2016, back to 2016, 10 years ago. Let's go do those things again because guess what? It worked. And I don't know if you feel it, but we're back in that era. Okay. So I'm definitely in groups, and that's how I've sponsored 14 people this month. Most of them are from groups. So I'm here to tell you that still does work. Okay. So a great way to find friends is to join some groups around your interests. For instance, I miss my dog. She's dead now, but I remember 10 years ago, I have an Irish setter dog. I could go on Facebook and I could find some Irish setter groups. This way I'm connecting with people that I have at least one common interest with. And now we're going to apply our art of non-recruiting. Remember, we talked about that last week. We're not going to join these groups to find recruits. We're going to join these groups to meet people, get to know them, and make more friends. Again, focus more on being interested in them than trying to be interesting in yourself. That's how I build new friendships. An important piece of advice, always hide. Oh, yeah. This is old, you guys. Always hide your friends list. Someone, a spammer, I put, might try to friend all of your friends. To find how to hide your friends, just go do a Google search. I think you guys all got that. I also want to say, like, be cautious of I was just talking to some of my team members about this today. Be cautious on the things that you comment on too. Like, I'm gonna be very transparent. And this is something that happened about 4 months ago. We had a leader leave our team 4 months ago, and she kind of bashed us a little bit. She bashed our company a little bit, and I see people from our team commenting on it. And I'm like, that doesn't look good to your audience. That doesn't look good to your team. That doesn't look good. And don't do it. Like, protect your own business. Yes, I get being friends with people, and I'm friends with people. And if somebody leaves my team and they want to, that's fine. That's fine. I wish you all the best. We're nobody's boss here. But I'm not going to comment on their stuff saying this is the best opportunity. Oh my gosh, we get paid more here. I'm not going to be seen commenting on that, because I am firm and I believe and I'm standing firm in what I chose. And I know that this is my destiny, and I have my blinders on, and I'm not going to let other people's opinions distract me from what I chose. Okay. So be cautious of that too. I just wanted to put that out there. Videos and photos are big. And you guys, stories. When I'm talking videos here, I'm talking lives. We didn't have stories back when I wrote this book, but think stories as well. Think reels as well. When I say video, kind of group those together. So videos are big. They're the most popular and widely shared posts. People will watch a 2 to 3 minute video more quickly than they're going to read a 30-second text. Most of us are scared to make the videos. My biggest tip, make the video, okay? Make the damn video and post it, but don't watch it. Don't watch it, because if you watch it, especially if you're new and you're already nervous doing videos, please don't watch it. I didn't watch any of my YouTube videos back in the day, because I already know I was going to nitpick them. I already know I was going to say, oh, I look stupid in that one. Oh, I got a double chin in that one. And I was just going to keep deleting and deleting and deleting, and I would never get it done. So just make it. Don't watch it, because if you watch it, you're going to say, I don't look good in this one. I should have said this better. I could redo it this way. You're going to pick on yourself, and you end up not doing anything. You're not going to post it at all. We are our own worst critics. So just post it. Even if you're scared to make videos, just do it. Just do it. Do it scared. The more videos you shoot, the more comfortable you're going to get. It used to take me 5 hours to make a 5 minute video. I would have to kick my family out of the house because I was too embarrassed to do it with anybody hearing me. And it would take 5 hours because I kept watching it over and then deleting it and redoing it and deleting it. And don't get stuck into that game. Just post and go. And I love that. Yes, we have 2016 vibes, but we have 2026 energy, which means we already know that it doesn't have to be perfect. We already know people want real. People want real on social media. Back when I wrote this book, social media was very highlights. Okay. People do want real. I don't care if your house is kind of messy. Get on and make your drink. My house has Legos all over it. We have building blocks everywhere. Just get on and make the video. I don't care if you don't have makeup on. Get on and make the video. Go put your makeup on while you do it. Like, just go do the thing. Go do it. It doesn't matter. Nobody wants perfect. People are so over that perfect influencer with the perfect house that doesn't look like anybody even lives in it. Okay. People are sick of that because it's not relatable and it makes people feel bad about themselves. And our goal as a network marketer, if you want to be good at this, our goal is to make people feel better about themselves after meeting us, feel better about themselves after seeing our content, not worse about themselves, not that they're lacking, not that they're lazy, not that they're not as good of a mom as all these perfect influencers. That's not real life. So let's be the ones to show real life because we are attracting real women. Okay. So photos are the next popular post. To make your photos stand out, canva.com. I don't even go with that anymore. I say, let's see the behind the scene photos. Let's see you working at your desk. Let's see you at convention with your team. Let's really focus on team. That's the biggest thing. It's not about me, it's about my team. If you want to make money in network marketing, you have to be a servant driven leader. You have to care more about your team's checks than you care about your check. Otherwise, you ain't going to have a check, baby. You ain't going to have a check unless you care about their checks more. Okay, so let's make a big deal with our photos. Let's show our team pride. Let's show our team that our team connection, our team alignment, that we are all caring about each other. So make your photos fun like that. Dig out all like go onto your phone, type in Miami, type in Texas, wherever you've gone, type it into your photos, and it's going to come up with all of the photos from that area. When I need to find photos, I type in all of the events that we've been to: Texas, Miami, where else did we go? Everywhere that we went. Type in those spots, and you're going to get those photos of our team. Post those. People want community more than ever right now, and I don't know a better community. Okay. You can upload your picture, you can fade it out, use filters. When I say filters, this is back 10 years ago. I'm not talking that type of filter. Okay. I'm not talking about changing your face. You can put a quote over it. You can make it look professional. Another DIY design site is, we're not going to talk about that. A Beautiful Mess. It's some app that we used 10 years ago. We don't use that no more. Pretty much the gist of this part of the book is you don't have to be a graphic designer. That's why I love that we're in 2026, because just show the real. Take a real selfie of you with your drink. Put your weighted vest on. Okay, that's something big we're going to be doing on our team. If you guys don't have a weighted vest, get yourself a weighted vest. If we're going to be doing this NutriPlus challenge, we could be doing lives as we're walking, either on your walking pad inside or outside, depending on how cold it is and what you can take. Do some lives or do some videos, some reels with your weighted vest. Have your new pre-workout. Drinking your pure can't talk tonight. Drinking your pre-workout with your vest on, talking about the challenge, talking about the movement, talking about what you're building. Like, that is so big, you guys. Post photos like that, post videos like that. So as we've discussed, when posting on Facebook, don't say, join my team, I'm looking for 3 more people. Again, that's about you. Remember, if we want to be successful in this, it's not about us. It's about who can we help. You have to be a servant-driven leader. And I know a lot of leaders out there who only are out there for themselves. And guess what? They don't make it. They don't make it. Those are the ones you see going to company to company to company to company to company. And they're always trying to search for that success. But unless you put your team first and you care more about their checks than your own, you will not make it as a top leader in network marketing. You might have a little success with it, but as soon as your people know that you don't have their back, that you're out there for your own paycheck, you're not going to have nobody. So put your team first, okay? It's about them. So instead, practice the art of non-recruiting. We talked about that last week. Post lifestyle photos with a caption. This is a great time to start posting about the challenge. Pharmacy, even I know we have some people on here who aren't directly on our team, but we're one team, Team Pharmacy. That's the collaboration we're trying to go to. That's the alignment we're trying to get to, is we want to align with these other leaders who are 100% in with pharmacy, 100% in with network marketing. I want to teach their team. I want them to teach our team. Like, we are going to be in alignment. Okay. So now's the time. Post those pictures with your team. If I'm at the cabin, this is another non-recruiting. Let's say I'm at the cabin with my family. I'll post a picture and say, it's Monday. I'm up at the cabin. I'm so happy I get to work from home and create my own workspace. Right there. I'm not saying join my team, but I'm telling you, I'm going to recruit a lot of people from that post, because when I did this, it says I signed up about 6 people with that post. The caption said, I'm so grateful I'm able to drop everything and take my family on the spur of the moment trip. Moms with jobs are thinking, man, I want to be able to do that, but I'm stuck working all weekend. My lifestyle post makes them realize what I have, so they reach out to me because they can have it too. They can have it too. All we have to do for people is put the belief in them. Everyone can do this business. Everyone has it in them. Nothing in network marketing is a talent. Nothing. Now, some people might be better at just being more bubbly. Some people might be more outgoing. Some people might be better at those things, but it's not a talent. Everything you need in network marketing is a skill, and every skill can be mastered by anybody. So anyone can do this. We just need to put the belief in them, right? So sometimes it takes several impressions for somebody seeing something before they actually even like it. So I hear that a lot too. They're like, oh, I post all the time, I'm not getting anything from it. You just got to keep posting. Did you know that it takes, and this was 10 years ago, it's probably even more now because our attention spans are even less. But back then, it took somebody 7 to 10 times to see something before they even read it. Like they would just scroll by before they actually read it. It would take them that many times to see something. Same with that's why commercials. That's why we have commercials. It takes people, they have to see it over and over and over again until they're finally like, okay, I want to buy it. Right. If you post something and you don't get a response right away, don't worry. You have to be consistent. Sometimes it takes a few hits before someone realizes, I've been seeing this over and over. I need to take action. I need to contact this person. I also post inspirational quotes and inspirational stories. Be real with your, like, be real. Take some inspirational stories, maybe lessons that you've learned that have a positive outcome, a positive ending. Start sharing those. People need inspiration more than ever right now. Okay. And I know you guys get this too, because I get this and I know you guys get this. And if you don't, you're gonna, once you start making people feel better after coming to your page by being motivational, by being inspiring, by giving tips, by loving on people. So I always remember that. Okay. So always remember, people are repelled by negativity, attracted to positive energy. Okay. Often people I don't even know who aren't even on my friends list message me and say, I go to your page because you post positive messages. I have absolutely no positivity in my life. So thank you so much for what you do. You guys are going to get messages like that if you don't already. I bet you most of you guys do. And if you don't, that just means share more positivity in the world. It's what we need. We're especially right now. Okay, I'm just gonna say, I live in Minnesota. There's a lot of negativity where I live right now. I miss being a flyover state that nobody knew of. People just thought I was part of Canada. I miss it because there's so much negativity. Everything on my feed, negative. People are. It causes anxiety. It causes. Nobody wants to see all of that all the time. Like all the time. So be that one break. You're a break in that negative. Hey, Jesse, you want to add something?
No, but
Oh,
I think there's people in the waiting room because
there is?
I have somebody asking why they can't get on. Her screen says it just says waiting.
No, wait,
You-
nobody's in the waiting room.
Oh,
Tell her
well,
to try again.
okay.
Okay, love you.
You.
So every day is not gonna, okay. I go to your page because you have positive messages. I have no positivity in my life. Thank you for what you do. These are awesome messages to get, and I wish everybody would be getting them. So we should be positive on social media. And now I know, even if your day isn't going well, even if you're having challenges, you can still have a positive attitude. You know what I mean? Life isn't always rainbows and sunshine. Sometimes we have bad days. It's just being human. Call a friend, call your mom. Don't be so public on social media about your bad days unless you have a solution. Like if you're having a bad day, let's say it's a horrible day at work, but you got through it somehow with a solution, share that then. We don't ever want to leave it as just complaining. Always have a solution because we are solution based leaders here, right? So mom, you always have to, okay, yeah, positivity is going to attract people. Some might say, I'm just keeping it real. You can be real, but you don't have to share every negative thought or feeling publicly. Okay. Instead, you can turn a negative experience into a positive with a change of attitude or perspective. Exactly. So, for example, I once had an upline who had a flat tire on his way to a meeting. He posted a picture of himself dressed in his suit, trying to change his tire. He could have been like, damn it, I'm going to miss my meeting. I can't believe this happened. He could have had that attitude, but the caption said, who knew I could change a tire in a suit so well? He turned a negative situation into a positive instead of ranting on it about Facebook. You guys can do the same thing with negative stuff you come across. It doesn't mean you can't talk about it. You can, but are you able to look at it in a positive way? Because that's what life's about, you guys. We're going to have stuff come up. We're going to have problems. We're going to have setbacks. We're going to have frustrations. Okay. But can we look at it in a positive life of what is this teaching me? What is the solution? How am I going to get through this? That's the mindset we need to think. That is what real leaders do. Because it's not that we don't have bad days. It's not that stuff don't happen to us. It does. Trust me, it does. But it's the way we handle it. Okay. So apply the 3 C's when you're talking to people on social media: crazy, compliment, confident. This is old school, but this works. This is how lots of these girls who I know selling $100,000 a month themselves in my past company, this is what they did. This is something that we built our entire old company's foundation on, was the 3 C's. If you guys were around for 3 C's, raise your hand. I want to see. So when people are liking your posts, they begin to get engaged, right? Once you have established that relationship, you can try to talk to people more on a personal level. Start liking their posts that come up in your feed. At some point, you could send them a message. Let's say your new friend is a woman who takes a ton of selfies. If you sell personal care products or you're in a company like mine, you could say something like, this is super crazy, but you take the best selfies. You'd be really good at what I do. Have you ever thought about it? And just leave it at that. Remember when we were talking about recruiting? Say less, don't overtalk, say less. So just leave it at that. Don't add anything else. Don't mention your company. We call it the 3 C's: crazy, compliment, confident. Saying this is super crazy kind of takes away the awkwardness of a cold market approach. Giving them a compliment, you take the best selfies, disarms people, right? Then saying you'd be really good at what I do boosts their confidence. And end with that. Have you ever thought of it? Have you ever thought of this? Then be quiet. Don't go any further. This is a simple and effective way to approach people. And this has been for 10 years. It still works today. This is still something that I teach. I always put that compliment in there. People can't get mad at you if you compliment them. I learned this I used to be a competitive cheerleading coach. I don't know if you guys know that. Go Delano Bulldogs. But I was a competitive cheerleading coach, and that's how I had to work with these girls, these young teenage girls, right? Obviously, you got to be a little fragile when you're talking with teenage girls. But when I would have to correct them on something, I would call it the Oreo method. It's compliment, the criticism you have to give, and then compliment because, you know, it just works. It just works. Be personable and be consistent. This is how I work on social media. I make it really personable. Another big thing is to be consistent. You guys already know this. There are many different social media sites. The main ones are Facebook, Instagram. I put in here Pinterest and Periscope. Remember, this is an old book, and Twitter. Twitter. I would say Facebook, Instagram, TikTok are going to be your main ones. If you're going to use one for your business, be consistent. For example, I'm not very consistent on Instagram. That's so funny, isn't it? Because now that's my number one platform that I only pretty much post on there, and I have it go to the other ones. But back when I wrote this book, I hardly ever touched my Instagram. Okay. So I'm not very consistent on Instagram. I'm mostly on Facebook and Periscope. I am consistent with these 2 other social media platforms. Every day I post something. But on Instagram, sometimes I go a week without posting anything, and that's why I don't get any business from it. So there's another lesson. If you are the same with your social media, you can turn it around because I would say 99.9% of my business from Instagram. And I said, I got none. I was not consistent with it. So you can turn it around at any time. Okay. Just start posting. And I don't want you, this is a side note as well, not in this book. I don't want you to get distracted. Eric Worre says all distractions are equal. Okay. That could be a distraction of maybe your upline doing some other side business. Maybe it's a distraction of social media. Maybe TikTok's a distraction. Sometimes that can be, I've seen people fall into that where they're on TikTok, and they're not making any sales or anything when really their audience is over on Facebook. So don't fall into distractions. I want you to be everywhere. Yes. For me, and you could choose what is your place. Okay. Our businesses are all different. For me, I know it's Instagram and Facebook. That is where I get my sales. Now, does that mean I'm not going to post on TikTok? No, I want to be everywhere. I post on TikTok. I get people who comment saying, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you since the Y days. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I seen you." Like I can get new people on there, but I don't spend all of my time there. I spend all of my time where I'm getting the numbers and where I'm getting the results. Does that make sense? But I still want you to be on there because just like me, Instagram was my worst platform. It's now my best platform. So you never know, right? So be everywhere, but don't get distracted. Okay. Okay. For example, whenever social media platform you're using, make sure you just post regularly. Otherwise, people aren't going to follow you. In fact, if your consistency drops, they're likely going to unfollow you, especially on sites like Instagram. Consistency is key. Just like Jeff Olson writes about in his book, The Slight Edge, which have you guys ever read The Slight Edge? So good. Success comes from taking small daily actions repeated over a period of time. Okay. So this was Dave's part. I don't know if he wrote it or if I wrote it. Positivity is a must on social media. You definitely don't want to air out your dirty laundry on Facebook. It doesn't help your business. It only hurts you. That's just as true for spouses and support partners as it is for the business builders. When working a business online, you want to keep a professional image as a couple. Never say anything negative about your partner, even if he or she did or said something that annoyed you. Don't say they're working their business too hard or anything like that. Always keep it 100% positive. So his was more towards like our husbands, like him talking to the men in our life, saying, "Hey, don't be on social media. Be like, oh my God, my wife's just always on her phone." Don't do it. Don't do it. We're building something big for our family here. Okay. Nowadays with social media, your team isn't just local. For me, most of my team is not local. Just a few years ago, 90% of my team would have been within my state. Now 90% of my team is outside of my state, even outside of my country. Having a strong social media presence, especially, is important if you're building out of the state and internationally. I have a fast growing team in the UK, and when I sign up a new person, we use we use Skype. Let's change that to Zoom to go over the starter kit. It's as if we were sitting across from each other in the same room. After the first Zoom session, I'm just going to say Zoom instead of Skype, we stay in touch via Facebook. So then use groups for building team culture, you guys. Also for building team culture, Facebook is where everything happens. Let's be real. Our Facebook groups, what would we do without our team Facebook groups? We have our team group and our corporate group on Facebook. It's easy, especially since most of us are spending the majority of our social media time on Facebook anyway. It's still the number one performing platform. Jessie Bellhorn, she has meetings with a strategist and with she's an affiliate with Launch, and Launch they only boost people on Facebook because that is where all their sales come from. So I would take it from a big company like that. They only boost on Facebook. You guys, Facebook is still number one. Facebook is still the one that people are selling the most on. Okay. So I don't know what we would do without Facebook. Okay. So it's so easy, especially since most of us are spending the majority of our social media time on Facebook. I always have my team group closed so that people can freely share things and not be worried about non-members seeing their post. I don't have my group open, obviously. I want my people to be secure, and if they are posting in there, they don't want their friends to see, so I keep mine closed. When creating your group, make it either secret or closed. Closed groups can be seen by the public, while secret groups can't. My group is actually secret, so nobody can just find it unless a member sends them a link and invites them in it. If you create a closed group, its name, its members, and the description is visible. So only the posts in the groups are private. A Facebook group gives you a lot of options. You can set it up so you can have approved incoming posts before they go live. I don't do that because it takes a lot of time. I was just telling it real in this book. I just kind of monitor it, and so do my leaders. You can create a powerful team culture all from hanging out together in an online group. And that's why we have these calls like this. Like, I feel like we have such a good connection and friendship and relationship from being on a call every single night. It's like a group chat every single night, right? So social media works wonders for training and duplication because it allows your teams to copy what you do. We know that it doesn't matter what works, it matters what duplicates. So let's say, those big influencers selling $100,000 a month. Does that matter? No, no, because that's not duplicatable. It's great for them. I'm so happy for them. That's a lot of commission for them. But is that something that I strive for? No, it's not, because it's not duplicatable. It doesn't matter what works. It matters what duplicates. If you're wanting to build a big organization in network marketing, okay? You're just doing this for sales, girl, you go out there and you sell 100K. But if you're wanting to build a big empire and you're wanting to really like inspire people and change people's lives, it has to be duplicatable. Otherwise, it's not even worth doing. Social media also one for training, duplication. Okay. But I actually encourage people to copy what I wrote. Let's say I make a post about one of our products and it gets a lot of engagement, and somebody on my team copies this and posts it on their wall. If I'm having success with the post, I want them to have success. I'm not gatekeeping. We don't gatekeep on this team. So I want them to post it too, because if they have success, obviously that comes around to me, right? So as leaders, we want to foster duplication. We need to realize people are copying what we're doing. It means we're doing something right. But I also want to say, remember, people are going to copy the things that you do that are hurting your business. Distractions, okay? People do what you do, not what you say. So if you're telling people, go and be consistent and you're not ever consistent, you're never going live and never doing anything, you think they're going to? No, your team ain't going to do it. They're not. If you're telling them to go recruit and you haven't brought anybody in 3 months, you think they're going to go bring people in? No, they're not. They're going to do what you do. Okay. So we need to realize people are copying what we're doing. It means we're doing something right. We want people to duplicate what we're doing. Never get mad if somebody copies you on your team. Okay. If somebody's within your organization and they share your ideas, I tell my team, if you see me post something you like, feel free to share it. Let your team duplicate you because it's going to mean more money in your pocket in the long run, right? It reminds me of Harry S. Truman's quote, "It's amazing what you can accomplish when you do not care who gets the credit." I'm going to let that sink in. I think that has a bigger meaning to me right now than anything else. It's amazing what you can accomplish when you do not care who gets the credit. Your ego is not your amigo, and that is something we are shedding in 2026 is the ego, okay? So true in leadership. Oh my God, it's what I wrote. Your ego is not your amigo. Okay, so the summary tonight: 1, be cautious of what you post on social media. 2, always be showing that smiling face. 3, join groups to make friends. 4, videos are big. 5, positivity attracts, negativity repels. 6, apply the 3 C's: crazy, compliment, confidence. 7, be personable and be consistent. And 8, use groups for building team culture. That's what I got for you tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to be starting your new distributor off right about onboarding. So I'm going to read this. I'm going to make a few notes because we got some updates here. But I just want to say I'm proud of you guys. I am proud of the movement that we are making. And we are all aligned for a reason. Okay. We have the vision. We have the alignment. I have never seen anything like this in network marketing done before. And I cannot wait to see you guys. You guys are leading it. Like, I'm just back here. I created the steps. The leaders on this team created the steps. Now it's your guys' turn, and we are just going to sit back and we are going to cheer you on. And it is your time. This is your 2016. 2016 was one of my best years in business. This is now your 2016. Okay. So I need you to get serious. I need you to get plugged in. I need you to get aligned and get rid of all those damn distractions because only you know where you're going. And you're not going to get there unless you focus. So I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.